Welcome back, everyone, to first playthrough of Chosen the Sky the Third. We are still in Moondor 2. The backstory was Schera and Aina. In the last episode, we did the entire chunk with the sewers, and they were able to escape out into West Block, and somehow got scared of Neil, which I find highly amusing, but they are currently hiding out in one of the empty storefronts. I believe, actually, it is the same storefront and number 2, where the guy opened the shop. You guys will have to confirm if that's right. But anyway, they're hiding out there, so now we are going to continue on with their story. So, where was it in Grancel Castle that we need to go again? In administrative room. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is noon. Noon? Noon today? That barely leaves us any time at all. Why are you only telling me this now? It has to be filed within a month of the deceased passing away. That's the law here in Liberal, apparently. Oh, right. I never was much good at this legal stuff. I bet Kurt knows it all by heart, though. He did seem like the type who might... Let's get going. We don't have any time to waste. As long as we do as we discussed earlier, we should be able to handle this. We're getting inside the castle, and they're not going to stop us. Miss Scheherazade? I really am glad that you were the one who undertook my request. The more time I spend with you, the more I realize that you're really someone dependable, who relies on their own strength to live. You're blowing my merits out of proportion, I think. Also, can we stop with the Miss Scheherazade now? The way you say it just makes my name sound ridiculously long. Does it? It does. It feels like our conversations take twice as long as they should because of it. Well, if you insist. And now you know all there is to know about what I want to do. So I would like to formally request again that you escort me to Grancel Castle. You got it. You'll get there, I promise you that. Thank you. I didn't mean to walk on that side of the thing. I'm hoping this is just about done. This has been a very long episode. Or a very long side story, I should say. I knew you'd come eventually. Today's her last chance, after all. No. No. You're kidding me. A cat? No, wait a sec. There might be something else inside. Sure looked like him. Don't let your guard down. I know. There they are. Oh, really? Well, now he's way too far away. Thanks, Aina.
Seems you came up short.
This isn't good. Now's our chance, Aina. Alright. Ugh, there's more of them? No. Nice of you to finally show yourselves. What's the holdup? Why haven't you made an example out of them yet? Our client's waiting. Get a move on. You're really gonna regret messing with us, kids. I hope you don't expect to just be able to walk away after showing yourselves. First, I'm gonna kill you. The other young lady can live a while longer. She's still useful. As long as we can get her to write her own will, it'll save us having to forge one later. You really think this will be that simple? If you think saying that is going to unnerve us, you've got another thing coming. Aina, you can still run, right? Yes? I'll take all of these guys on myself. While I'm doing that, you run. What? You can't take this many opponents on yourself and have any chance of winning. You'll... Not gonna beg for mercy, I take it. You've got something you need to do, and so do I. So let's just do them. Don't worry about me, as if I have any intention of dying here. What are you even talking about? Go, Aina. You seem to be having a little trouble over there, Scheherazade. Kurt? What? Who the hell are you? Kurt? What are you doing here? Have you forgotten that I'm affiliated with the Grand Cell branch of the Guild? I see nothing odd about my presence here. Well, I know, but... I'm happy that you seem to have realized exactly what it is that you must do. But I can't say I'm as pleased about how willing you appear to throw away your life without first exploring other options. I'm sorry. I can't entirely fault your decision from the perspective of a bracer, but I would like you to give a little more attention to your surroundings. I'm well aware that you seem staunchly opposed to relying on others. Take a good look at the situation you're currently in, and tell me exactly what it is that you should really be doing. Kurt, can you take care of things here for me? Certainly. Just one taps. Half of them. Now, Aina. Right. Getting away. Half of us should be enough to take care of this guy. Everyone else... Sorry for the delay, Kurt. Not at all. I've largely taken care of them as it is. Huh. You sure do work fast. Though I'm more surprised to see that obstinate young lady finally came to her senses. When she was with the Zeiss branch, she was more like a wild boar, always charging forward without stopping to take a look around her. I've always known she has what it takes to be an excellent bracer. She'd nearly lost sight of something important and needed to be put back on track. Given the opportunity, she was always perfectly capable of doing so. She'll be able to get much stronger than she is now that she's righted herself. I'm sure of that. Ah, to be young again. Quit acting like we're not even here. They're sure taking their time. The hell are they even doing? Now, there's no need to be so hasty. Capturing her isn't even necessary to the plan as far as I'm concerned. As soon as the noon bell chimes, true as that may be, sure that would invalidate the will and ensure she doesn't get all the money, but it also means you have to share it with everyone else, which means our share will end up going down. I'd kind of like to avoid that if we can. Don't you worry, we've got plenty of options. Remember, you're only dealing with a single young girl. What? Uncle? Why? Oh dear, what are you doing here, Aina? I keep telling you how dangerous it is to go venturing outside, and alone at that. You blind old man? She isn't here alone. Oh, I can see you, getting in my way. Ugh, it's like they don't even care if they kill Aina in the process. That wasn't a very good shot. I take it marksmanship isn't exactly your forte? Sorry, sir. Schera, what is it? Let's just force our way through here. We don't have time to mess around. Got it. It's time to come along home, Aina. Everyone's waiting for you, you know. Hmm. I'm really gonna need you to stop missing, Aina. Okay. One gone, now she's blind. She always misses anyway. Oh, cool, I didn't even have to attack him. What is the meaning of this? I paid good mirror to hire them, and this is the quality of service I receive? This has to be a breach of contract, surely. This isn't acceptable at all. I can barely bring myself to watch. I think it's time you took a little nap yourself. What are you doing? Is that all you're capable of? Reckless violence? What a poor upbringing you must have had. I've got no interest in inheriting grandfather's land or his money. That's not why I've been running away from you or doing any of what I've done. But much as I don't need it, I know I don't want you to have a single mirror of it either. I'm so sorry. Oh, nice. Damn, that's gonna hurt in the morning. I sometimes really find myself doubting you're actually from a rich family like you say you are. How awful of you to say such a thing. I'd like to believe I act the part more than you, at least. What are you doing? What in Adios' name has happened out here? You there, throw down your weapon at once. I'm from the Bracer Guild. What? The guild? So you are. Still, what's a Bracer doing here? Her Majesty may recognize the guild, but that doesn't make it alright for you to cause a commotion right outside the castle. I had reason to believe that these people were responsible for numerous criminal acts within the capital. I knocked them out for the sake of peace and order in Grand Cell, and the safety of its people. So, could you do me a favor and arrest them? I haven't covered that part yet. Ordinarily, we'd be taking you away with us as well, but I'll let you off this time. You know what to do. Still, while you may have gotten away without punishment this time, don't expect to be so lucky next time you try and overreach your authority. Protecting the capital is our job, and we'll show no mercy to anyone who causes trouble, Bracer or otherwise. Oh, it is? Cool. Can I ask another favor then? There's a bunch of their friends still in the city. You couldn't take care of those, could you? Of course, last I saw, Kurt was with them, so you probably won't have to lift a finger there either. You two, follow me. Sir. I'll never get used to dealing with the army. What? Oh, I was just impressed by how much authority the Bracer badge wields. You were kind of cool. That was the first time I've tried using my badge like that, I'll have you know. But never mind my badge now. We're running out of time. We need to hurry. We're finally here. I can't believe a girl like you could actually keep up with me running full throttle. Anyway, get that paperwork done, quickly. I'll be watching from here. Okay, I'll be as quick as I can then. I'm really happy for you, Aina. Congratulations. Scheherazade? It looks like I'll need a witness to sign this. A witness? You wouldn't be willing, would you? Sure, if you're okay with me doing it. Of course I am, silly. In fact, I want it to be you. Then I'd be happy to. I never thought the day would come when I would be called as a witness for something like this. Or that the day would come when I'd be able to proudly say I was a senior bracer. Or that I would be able to feel overwhelmed with pride over something in the first place. The undersigned, Ina Holden, shall hereby inherit the property of Saul John Holden, as outlined in his last will and testament. Thank you, Scheherazade. It's finally over. That's the request wrapped up then? Actually, no. There's one more thing I need to do. We're still not done? Could you possibly bring me an application form? I'd like to make a donation to Her Majesty's Welfare Foundation. I still can't believe you gave all of that money away. Okay, you maybe don't need all of it, but you'll still need some to live, right? I suppose you're right. What I did was a little strange. But I made up my mind to do this from the very beginning, as a matter of principle. When I said I didn't do any of this for the money, I meant it. Still, congratulations on becoming a senior bracer. I'm not sure what the difference between a senior and junior bracer is, but it's clear this is something you really worked for. It means I have a lot more authority, but I've got a lot more responsibility to go with it. It also means I get a nice new badge, but I wasn't ever interested in that, personally. Oh, really? Yep. I'm relieved to hear that. I see you're finally beginning to understand the necessary mindset to be a bracer, Scheherazade. Crap, it's Kurt. This might look like alcohol to you, but it's actually water? As today is admittedly a cause for celebration, I will turn a blind eye to your drinking tonight. Just don't go drinking so much that it interferes with your ability to do your job. Fine. What is it? As you're fully aware, Scheherazade, you are now a senior bracer, which means you must behave with more responsibility. That means I expect to see an end to your drinking in every free moment between jobs, day or night, and sneaking out at night for it too. I also expect to no longer discover that you've been taking advantage of the busiest times in my schedule to behave like a drunken lunatic. Is that really what you usually do, Scheherazade? You sound like a tried and true troublemaker. Don't say anything. Are we clear? Yes, sir. There's no need for the sir, of course. We're both senior bracers now, which means we're both on equal standing. Why, I'm hardly even a veteran. I'm still very much a rookie. Are you now? Says who? Regardless, this isn't what I'm here to discuss. The matter I came for concerns your uncle, Ina. I came to make you aware of the fact that the Bracer Guild is capable of asking for leniency in his punishment. Hiring a Jaeger Corps for personal use carries a very grave punishment, you see. A Jaeger Corps? Are you referring to those men dressed in black? Yes. They're one of many corps that are known to be active here in Liberl. Recently, there have been many such corps making their way into the country, and they've been successful in finding work, too. Hiring them is, of course, very illegal, but with the army as slow to act as they currently are, I've taken this chance to take care of them, though, so we shouldn't see any sign in the near future. To take care of them? All of them? Now it makes sense. So it wasn't a coincidence that he showed up when he did. He's been investigating all of the Jaeger Corps in Liberl so that he could start an operation to wipe them all out. No wonder he seemed so swamped. The Jaegers in the country have been targeting wealthy individuals in hopes of getting them to sign contracts. There have been countless cases like this all around the country of late, with civilians getting caught up in it at a worrying frequency. Goodness. I believe the case we're dealing with here was no exception, and that it was the Jaegers who came to your uncle rather than the other way around. It's hard to feel too much sympathy under these circumstances, but in a sense, your uncle was a victim in all of this as well. What? What are you trying to pull? Just because the Jaegers approached him and not the other way around, he's a victim? That he deserves to get off with a slap on the wrist? And Aina's supposed to be okay with that? He tried to kill her. Schera, please calm down. There's no need to shout. I'm sorry, but still. No one is saying he doesn't deserve to be punished for his actions. All I'm here to say is that if, and only if, Aina wishes, the guild is able to request leniency in his sentencing. That is all. Oh. Phew, you scared me for a minute. You needn't make your decision immediately. Questioning him will take roughly a week as it is, based on what I've heard. You bear no responsibility to even make any choice at all, so please don't feel as though you have to think long and hard about this. Just please be aware that the possibility to forgive him exists. That is all. Alright. Incidentally, should you ever find yourself in need of assistance with anything in the future, the Bracer Guild is always available to aid you. We're certainly not omnipotent or infallible, but we'll at least strive to do what we can to aid those who want our help. Thank you. I'm really sorry for not telling you the whole story from the start, too. Please, don't be. With the situation you were in, your reluctance is quite understandable. Furthermore, one who is worthy of being a full-fledged bracer should be able to tell roughly what a client wants just from looking at them. They should also not, under any circumstances, try to chase away a potential client in genuine need. Ouch. Still got a long way to go then, huh? Certainly, but don't we all? Alright, I've said what I came to say, so I'll be excusing myself now. Aw, really? You could stand to join us for one drink. I'm afraid not. I still have my duties as guild receptionist remaining, after all. As for you, Schera, be careful you don't have too much water. Crud. Why's he always gotta be so serious? Oh, actually, how about you, Aina? Can you handle your liquor? If you can, you should join me for a few drinks. Well, alright then. You're sure? Really, really sure? Of course. You've done so much for me, so how could I refuse? Joining you for a few drinks is the least I can do. Then let's get to boozing. Tonight's gonna be fun. Can't wait to see what a prim and proper girl looks like when she's drunk out of her mind. This is going to be awesome. Well, cheers. I've seen girls just like her on the other side of that river. Silky blonde hair, beautiful blue eyes, smooth skin. The blissful children on the other side, dressed like royalty and smiling like angels. Seeing them, I ask myself the same question over and over again. Why aren't I on that side? I envied them. I hated them. I both longed to be one of them and rejected their very existence. I knew the answer to my question from the very beginning. I despaired in myself. I always tried to avoid others getting too close, believing that to be what I needed to do in order to live. But I could never completely get rid of the tiny, lingering hope deep within my heart. That eventually, no matter how long it took, the day would finally come when I could smile from the heart. That the day would come when I would finally be able to accept and forgive myself for how I was. The next day, Aina visited the Bracer Guild and registered her desire for her uncle to be shown leniency in his sentencing. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to accompany her, having been drunk under the table by her the night before. Alright, we are going to end this episode here. In the next one, we'll do one of the other side quests. I don't know if I'll do Tita Agate or Estelle Joshua, but we'll work on one of those next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I will see you next time.